What's up, y'all? Beautiful day to be alive. Bobby Arete here, dropping you some free daily nuggets of wisdom, talking about small business today and startups. If you guys like what you're hearing, smash that like and subscribe button. Be part of the first group of folks to jump on this movement because it ain't never going to stop. I'm going to be bringing this stuff live every day, and I'm just going to keep getting better at it. So, as always, brought to you by Pure Positivity. This is some beautiful stuff here for your dog or your cat. You just put a couple teaspoons on top of their daily feeding, all they're already getting. Gives them some extra vitamins and minerals and all that good shit that they're just unfortunately missing from the dog and cat foods out there on the market. Check it out, purepositivity.com, Paws Positivity. So, just following up on what I was talking about yesterday, I was going over things that you just shouldn't be dropping the dime on early on in your business venture. It's a hard time because you're trying to scrape every penny. And so the things that I did when I started my first business versus starting my second business, I'm going to kind of go over a couple of those things. So first of all, you don't need to go spending money on some guy to freaking create your LLC or really, you should LLC, S Corp. There's a couple different ways to go, but you can figure out that stuff on your own. It's really not that hard. It's something that you should be able to do on your own pretty easily. I've filed for 3 LLCs in the past year. It cost like $80 to expedite it, and it was approved like that day here in Arizona with the Arizona Corporation Commission. It really isn't that hard to navigate online and figure it out yourself. And even if you do struggle, you can actually call them in. You call them up on your own and get some answers from them. They'll kind of walk you through the process. You don't need to spend, like some of these LLC people charge you like over $1,000 just to do what you could do on your own for $80. So yeah, just don't waste your money on that type of shit. The cool thing about starting a business today versus 20 years ago when I started my first business is you guys can YouTube anything, literally anything. It saves you so much money. And I had to learn all this stuff on my own, so YouTube, use it. It's there. It's a great resource. So, another thing that I did on my own and I learned on my own was the first time I went into business, I was thinking that I had to like spend a bunch of money on business cards. What I eventually figured out was I could do one color, one side, still got the point across, and I could get those cards, like I could get like thousands of them for like $30 or something. You don't have to do that. Design it yourself. Simple is better. It goes a long way. Don't spend money on a website developer. Seriously, right out of the bat, you don't need that. You just need something. Most folks out there that you're going to be marketing to, they're going to be impressed that you even have a website that works. And I've seen some multi-million-dollar corporations that you go onto their website and you click on links and they still don't work. It's like, come on, get with it. So if you have a website that literally is just clean and works, you're like ahead of most of the people out there. You can use Wix or Weebly or Squarespace. Those types they basically, you can do it for free. You can just, easy. Don't spend a bunch of money on equipment. I would always buy used and refurbished stuff. Used refurbished shit is just as good. It just works that way. You don't need payments processors and all that. You can use cash, Venmo, Zelle. It's amazing. You can just use these things these days. I never had this when I started my first business. I had to take, it was just much more difficult time as far as there was no technology to do these type of things. You can use these things. You don't have to pay for Square and all these things that pay for processing fees, and you have to pay for the equipment and all that stuff. So just keep it simple. Anything that you already have, use it. You don't have to go out and buy something brand new just because you're in business. If you can use something that you already have laying around, use that shit. Use your parents' stuff. Use your friends. Borrow it if you need to. You don't need to pay for some cell phone plan. You can use your own phone, and you can even get like an extra number on that same phone. So it goes to your phone, and it still makes it separate to where it's a business phone number. Save all your freaking receipts. Seriously, it's going to save you money at the end of the year when you do your taxes. You may change your name or your product multiple times in the first year that you're in business. So just stick to one thing until you master that shit. And then once you've mastered the basics, that's when you can start scaling. I know that I changed our name 3 times. So I settled on Pure Positivity. We're offering multiple products at a time, and you just get it down to one thing and you master that and you're good to go. You don't need to get subscriptions. You can use the cheapest or the free subscriptions at first until you get to the point where you have to scale it. Work out of your house. I know I do that. I don't need an office or an office space. Especially today in this day's world, everything's mobile. So yeah, and then use your socials. That's another cool thing about today is you can use all your social media channels to promote your business. Word of mouth, y'all. Just get out there, talk about your freaking business. It is the biggest thing that you can do. 80% of your business is going to come from 20% of your clientele. Literally, word of mouth, socials, talk to your friends, talk to your family, everybody out there that'll listen. And that's going to get you to that next step where you can take those, take on extra add-ons and all those type of things. So I hope that helps you all out there today, and I will see y'all tomorrow.